and you already know what it is. What's going on, family? Welcome, 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 welcome. Um, this is the pre-week analysis. Y'all know what time it is. It's time to get into it. Before I get into it, though, as always, let me give a quick disclaimer. This is not financial advice. Anything that I share during this analysis is for educational purposes only. I repeat, this is in no way financial advice. Any and everything that I share during this analysis is for educational purposes only. Cool beans, cool beans. Let's get into it. So, on this episode of the pre-week analysis, we're just gonna be pointing out where where I think the draw on liquidity is at, right? And so for all of you guys who have been following me over the years or who have been following me on YouTube and Twitter and Facebook, you know that I trade smart money concepts as authored by none other than Michael Huddleston, aka ICT. And so we understand that um, we trade time and price in liquidity, right? And so we focus on buy side liquidity and we focus on sell side liquidity. We also focus on areas of inefficiencies or imbalance in the marketplace, right? And so this week for the dollar index, my bias for the draw on liquidity is to the buy side liquidity. So I think the draw on liquidity for the dollar this week is on buy side liquidity. And so I would like to see us get above the weekly PD array levels that price is currently at. I want to see us break above that upper PDO weekly PD array level, close above it, and then I would like to see us run that monthly buy side liquidity that we see at 104.263. So that is my bias for the dollar index this week. Um, I could throw a I could throw the PD array levels on there for the previous week, for last week, but I mean, if you want to, you can on there. Totally, you right, right, right. There, there we go. There we go. So, um, I mean, the reason why I hadn't put them on there is because I mean we're still within the weekly PD arrays that's on the chart now, that was already on the chart, should I say. But we could see the dollar pull back down into last week's discount PD array levels and continue higher, right? I definitely don't want to see price break and close below the discount price of this price range, right? So I don't want to see price break and close below these weekly PD array, discount PD array for last week's price range. And my draw on liquidity for the dollar again is to buy side liquidity. Cool beans, cool beans. So with that being said, uh the draw on liquidity for Euro USD is to the sell side for my bias and my analysis this week for the pre-week analysis. And I um I'm strongly favoring running this sell side liquidity here for Euro USD. Yeah, because we know Euro USD is what correlated to the dollar, inversely correlated to the dollar. So if the dollar is pushing in one direction, Euro USD is pushing in the opposite direction, right? So with me, um, with my bias being to buy side liquidity for the dollar index, then of course, my bias for the draw on liquidity is to sell side liquidity for Euro USD and GBP USD, right? Targeting this swing low back down into these weekly PD arrays, as well as NZD USD. Even though we've already ran the monthly sell side liquidity on NZD USD, it appears to be leading the other two pairs. As far as the pound, we see price hadn't even came close to the monthly sell side liquidity. And with Euro USD, price hadn't made its way there either. So let's see if um, NZD USD pulls down into this inverse fair value gap, weekly inverse fair value gap, right? See if we pull down into it um, to open up the week, and then we'll see how price reacts to that level once it reaches that, if we do reach to that level. So with that being said, let's look at futures. I would like to see us um pull back on futures. I know, we're not in the business of calling tops, but I mean, we've been aggressively bullish since October. So I do think it's time for a pullback, even if we just get a one candle pullback like we got here, even though this was what, 4 weeks ago. Yeah, so we should be do. I mean, if we break it down to the hour time frame, um, we would need to see us break and close below this structure here, right? We would need to see a change in the delivery of price, right? Um, Change in structure, should I say, right? See us break below this swing low, these equal lows, and come back up and use this weekly buy side liquidity as a um resistance. All right. And this is no longer um, weekly buy side liquidity. All right. So I need to put it in, but I am going to leave that on. There we go. All right. So I would like to see us pull back at least to the discount PD array of last week's weekly candle, right? at least. Here, we gonna rock like that. How about that? Right? Change that to sell side liquidity. Put it on the low, 72.50. Be in there like swimwear, baby. So yeah, I would like to see ES pull down into the discount array of last week's price range, the weekly discount array. Cool beans, cool beans. So yes, my draw on liquidity for ES is to the sell side. Yes, I'd like to see us get down in here. You can see this swing low here. Sell side liquidity there sits right in between that weekly discount array. So yeah, beautiful. I like it. We'll probably see ES run weekly sell side liquidity too. So let's see. Same thing for NQ. NQ has quite a long wick on it from last week. So yeah, let's see if we pull back down into all of this um imbalance that we have here. We have a lot going on right here. Daily and weekly PD arrays from the previous week or week before last that never got revisited. So let's see if price wants to come down here and fill in this inefficiency in the market and use it as a means to go higher. So that's what your main man Pips, aka Mr. Levels, is looking forward to this week. That's exactly what I'm looking forward to this week, ladies and gentlemen. So, with that being said, that will conclude the pre-week analysis. Um, as always, if you guys like these reviews, if they add any value to your trading careers, please feel free to like, share, and most of all, subscribe to the YouTube channel. It really helps out a lot. If you're interested in joining my private Telegram group, visit precisionpipsllc.com and sign up for the silver package. We look forward to seeing you in the community. With that being said, I appreciate each and every one of you for coming out tonight, tuning in, getting this knowledge and empowering yourselves. Let your family and friends know you love them while they still here, please. And as always, peace and love, everybody. You know